welcome to a new live stream for your altcoin and basically the alt season. I hope the mic is working. Yes, probably. Hello, MT. Good evening. Nice to see you, man, here. So, this is a special live stream and specialized for, of course, the alts and, of course, to see what Bitcoin is doing as well. Bitcoin just reached the 100K finally, huh? Hello, Tech Info. Hello, KG. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you, bro. Could you please review Wall, MEXC, and HBAR? Yes, sure. We can see this. Yes, so definitely we're gonna have some special requests. But before doing this, so we want to talk, of course, if there is an alt season in or not yet. And are we gonna see the altcoins performing Bitcoin or not? And if we are in a alt season, what are the best coins to buy? Of course, as a spots. We're talking about spots. We're gonna make a list, of course, what are the best, and we're gonna review them as of course Elliott wave perspective, and of course we're gonna say a little bit where to enter and where to not enter, right? Even as a spot, you would like, of course, to enter from a very nice position, right? Jordi, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you guys. Cool. So basically, we saw today the dominance decreasing like crazy, right? It's the first time in this cycle we see this, right? So very interesting, very interesting signal. What do you, what do you think? Well, just by looking at this, guys. Hello, Nanda. Welcome to the live stream. Caspa, yes, we're gonna do Caspa also. So let's write as well. What is that? This is my BITUNIX. Don't forget also the offer from BITUNIX. We have also a special offer as partnership. We were doing the special request. So we have MEXC wall also, wall MEXC and HBAR and Caspa. All right, so far. Okay, guys. So basically, the dominance is very aggressive today, right? So we cannot deny that this is kind of like a top signal here. We cannot deny it. On the 4-hour chart is very intense signal drop down, and we see potential, of course, of a finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So basically, I would say, yeah, the top is there for Bitcoin dominance. 65% is a perfect and ideal number, I would say, or percentage for this bull run. Because if you take a look at the whole cycles that we had before, well, of course, Bitcoin start from the 100% and it dropped until the 35%. The last cycle achieved around like 75 or 73%. So basically, I see that a 65 for this cycle after all the new altcoins that are entering the crypto market. You know, there are some which are shit coins, but yeah, I mean, 65% is a good number, right? For this cycle. So I believe that the top is there. I believe that we might start to move toward the downside again. It might be a short alt season, yeah, and I don't know what you would call it, alt rally, alt season today. In the Discord, I think someone mentioned, is it alt season or alt rally? Well, maybe the nice question for me, it's both the same. It's both the same. So it might be a rally, it might be all season, whatever, but we might move shortly but fast, as every time it happened before, right? So, and this is only right now with the 1-hour chart here is only the start. it is a very extended wave 3, guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then moving potentially continuation toward the downside. So we're gonna see, of course, what it's gonna be. But basically, I feel like, yeah, I see already. But as per Elliott wave, of course, the top is in, and I see the number psychologically is nice, and based on the history is good. So I would say, yeah, I believe that the altcoins might start to perform Bitcoin. Alt season, not now. BTC dominance is strong all season for the end of the year. Well, I just explained. Yes, I respect your opinion, Nanda. But yeah, I mean, I just explained why I see, of course, this trend towards the upside is done. Unless you want to see a huge corrective wave and then continuation. All right, so 3 waves and then continuation. But this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 is done, is finished. And basically, if this happened, that means, of course, the altcoins will outperform Bitcoin in the next days and next weeks, even months. Nobody knows. But it might be very fast and short, so be careful. Yeah, so basically, I see also that Bitcoin, it's not necessarily that it moved down. I mean, it's not necessarily that it moved bearish. It can still perform, but I mean, the dominance is not about being bearish or bullish for Bitcoin. It's about who's stronger, what to choose right now. Is it the altcoins or the Bitcoin? When you want to trade, of course, you want the most strongest performance, right, of a coin. So basically, what that means for Bitcoin, it means, of course, that Bitcoin still can move up, but it's not gonna move up really, really strong as the altcoins. And as you remember, today and in the morning and also in the intraday, I mentioned that we might have a very corrective, but even taking the all-time high with it. Corrective scenario, taking the all-time high with it. And corrective is working perfectly right now during an alt season. Because you want to see, of course, the altcoins outperforming Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is not necessarily to be bearish. It can still be, of course, correcting at the same time, slowly, and of course, taking an all-time high around the 119 and the 126. That is a very nice bullish scenario. I mean, at the end, it's an uptrend, right? It is a huge uptrend, almost like a wave 5. It doesn't matter if it is 3 waves toward the upside or impulse. Yeah, I mean, at the end, zigzag means impulse, correction, impulse. So you might see several impulses inside it. So yeah, very interesting. And of course, I mean, if we move towards the upside in W, X, and a Y, then you have already another 3 waves down. Then comes the bear market, which is wave C. This wave C might, of course, finish, of course, a flat bear market, expanding flat. And because, of course, I mean, as I mentioned, the crypto market is very healthy right now. It's the most healthiest market ever for crypto since, of course, it has existed. And that's because, of course, there is no scenarios such as FTX and some Ponzi's and some wars, geopolitical issues, and so on. You know, in the past bear markets, we saw a lot of issues globally, and even like wars against crypto, right? The SEC in the US and so on. So we saw like a little bit sharp and aggressive moves toward the downside, right? But for this bear market right now, I don't see a really aggressive one. I see a flat. And a flat, it talks about itself. It's going to be short. It's going to be even short in time because we are in wave 3 over 3. After this, it means like, yeah, to the moon. And then, of course, this might end up a very tiny, small bear market hitting around the 68, 61K. And then moving toward the upside, meaning Bitcoin cannot barely pass. I believe that it will not pass this support even. It's a very, very stronghold support for Bitcoin here. Guys, we will not see those numbers for Bitcoin probably anymore. Under the 60s. Yeah, so this is what if this wave B move towards the upside, take the all-time high, and we get a wave C, maximum we're gonna get 61k 900 or 61k. This is the lowest number that Bitcoin, I feel, that it can reach in the next bear market, guys. And I believe that many of you will see it a very good number for Bitcoin. So basically, this is a zero now for Bitcoin. All right. So basically, I'm seeing, of course, I'm seeing an alt season, guys, right now, and in confluence with a corrective wave towards the upside, towards a new all-time high, because we are in a very good, healthy crypto market right now. This is what I see. And an expanding flat is a perfect reflection for the psychology of the market, because we're pushing up the market. We're forcing the market to push up. The market cannot really make a clean impulse. We see exhaustion after every push, but here we go. We're pushing further. And I believe, yes, we're continuation, of course, towards a new all-time high. It doesn't matter. Are we in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or are we in a W, X, and a Y? It doesn't matter anymore. Yep, so this is what we were saying. And if you remember, guys, when I was like 3 weeks in Egypt, and I mentioned when we were almost around this low, and I told you, okay, we finished 3 waves, potentially. Be careful from a scenario of an expanding flat. If you remember, taking the new all-time high and then moving massively toward the downside. And I felt this scenario directly when I was looking at the chart, because I was like, okay, if this is a wave A, and it is very complex, it's moving like towards the downside. If you look at this one, it's very complex. It cannot also create impulses. It couldn't. It just barely created a move towards the downside there. And that reflects how much it is hard even to bring Bitcoin down, okay? And therefore, it became to a point everyone is pushing as ways, institution again, and of course, traders, investors, until we get a new all-time high. Nanda, you see the alt season now or after the all-time high of Bitcoin? Now, it has started, man. It has started. It just has started. The alt season. There is no. It will not wait for you and to tell you, hello, I'm the alt season. You can take me. You know, it has started, man. Of course. All right. So, of course, it has started even from the bottom. All right. When you start to see Bitcoin moving correctively but moving higher, this gives much more influence to the crypto market. But looking at the dominance, you will see the dominance moving down at the same time. And that means, of course, investors are much more influenced with the alts rather than Bitcoin. And therefore, Bitcoin will keep pushing up, but correctively getting a new all-time high. But the real capitals will be all like directed to the altcoins. What Bitcoin is doing basically is the spots and the holders. This is what happens, is that the balance that you find here in Bitcoin is behind the spots and the holders, which they hold even the price here. They could hold it very simply, and they couldn't. The sellers couldn't bring it down. Yeah, so the bulls were very strong, and the holders here. There is a lot of holders. It's about spots, guys. It's not always about future. The spots is very, very strong because anyway, the future always, if you are so close into trading future, the futures always try to correct itself based on the spot chart. If you go to the future you will see the chart is so much different. I mean, a difference like 200, 500, sometimes it goes $800 difference between the spot chart and the futures. What I mean, like if we are now 100K 350, if you go to a USDT, this is a spot one, BTC USD. If you go USDT, you will see 101 700. Yeah, and that this difference is of course because of the futures, and when the futures become close to the spot number, that means the spot are taking over with the strength. Just to let you know some tips. Yeah, when you start to see the future number getting closer to 350 or 400, that means the spots are stronger than the traders. Yeah, so traders are getting out, and the spots are of course taking lead. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. So basically, Altseason is in. For me, is in my perspective. If you remember, I made already a video for it, because of course I start to get the sign. We are in the top on the dominance. I start to see the altcoins start in a formation of 1-2s, yeah, 3, 4, 5. For example, the strongest one is SUI, and here where we're gonna start with the question what to buy for spots. All right. As you can see, SUI 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This week, actually, me myself, even I was trading just SUI. I think the members in Discord knows this, and of course the copy traders, because of course, I mean, I see a huge how much beautiful and clear this impulse is, right? How much beautiful and clear this impulse is, rather than looking at Bitcoin currently. Right? If you take a look at Bitcoin, you don't see this same impulse as SUI. Well, SUI is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That is a huge difference that I can get inside my portfolio, right? So basically, the best, based on, of course, what I analyze the whole time on the channel and all the coins, the best performance right now in the altcoins is going for SUI. Guys, of course, I'm talking about coins which are trusted, okay? Not coins like, which is just a new listed by some exchanges and it boomed to 200, 300%, okay? Just let us understand. I'm talking, this channel is always about stable coins, not as stable coins, the crypto stable coins as a chart, okay, that is not very volatile and that you can just lose your portfolio in 1 second, right? So this is the idea, and SUI is one of them, is one of the strongest. I would say this is the first spot that you would like to buy. Now, where to buy it? As you might have seen, we are in an alt season. We are in an impulse towards the upside. Currently, you are in the wave 5, and we're looking to finish this wave 5. So we still have 4 and a 5, right? And once you finish this, you're gonna get a wave 1. And that means, of course, it might be a short wave 2 here. 1, 2. Just very short. I believe it will not pass this structure here. 1, 2, around $3, and then moving for a new all-time high, which is over $5. Even higher for SUI, right? Oh yeah, even over $5, definitely. So basically, I see SUI. If we open the daily, actually, guys, I would like to mention here some tips as well, because I know that on the channel there are spots traders and there are future traders, and the problem, like when I put or upload something bearish, for example, it is not really good for a spot, right, holder, and that makes some like conflict, right, between the spot holders and the futures, and also sometimes it it feel like they get angry at me because I say it's bearish. But anyways, not the point. The point is, when you are spot holders, you don't want to go to the micro that I do in the videos. And that's why I do always, I separate the videos between overview for the daily, and then I move inside the micros, right? Which is for the futures traders. When you are a spot holder, you want to watch only probably the first part of the video, which is the overview of bullish and bearish. Because in the daily, always I explain where to enter a spot. Box of opportunity, right? You want to buy in this area spot. And then just, you don't need to know what's going on inside as a spot, right? Just to make it clear for you guys. And for the future or for the daily trader or swing traders and so on, therefore, okay, you are much more interested. Of course, you need to know the biggest scenario, where are we, and what it can affect the micro. And then, of course, you want to see the micro levels, of course. So this is the idea. I mean, like there are some viewers, for example, if I talk about FET, okay, we are bearish today. Okay, it's a correction, you know, it's a micro correction, and yeah, but you was bullish on it. I'm still bullish, but you got a correction. This is the idea, what I'm saying. Like for spots, you just wanna just take a look at the daily. That's it. All right. And here we go. SUI is looking at least for a wave 3 or for a wave C. And that means the targets for SUI for this alt season right now that we are looking at right now, in case you are in an A, B, and a C, we are looking after a zigzag here. Or let's say even a flat, it's the same, it doesn't matter. Wave C, regular flat. You're looking for $25, guys. It's not gonna happen in one day, of course. It's not gonna happen in one day, not in 1 week. But this 1-2 that we are looking right now, I just explained that there is an impulse as a wave 1. You get your wave 2, which is gonna be shallow. It might not pass even this. It's gonna form a 1-2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. This might finish at the end of the year, in August 2025. Very, very possible. There is an impulse over there. Today we got confirmation because we took the all-time high with the wave 5. So the wave 5 for an impulse is confirmed very nicely and beautiful, which we have traded this from the beginning, by the way, on copy trading. We're coming to this part, by the way. And basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Basically you can hit the $25 for SUI very easily. Because the wave 1 scale itself, if you take a look at the scale of the wave 1 here, is huge, right? And imagine the wave 3, how much it's gonna be, the wave 4 and the wave 5. Very nice. So this is the most, I think SUI will perform really, really good, 500% potentially. That's really interesting. The next one, I know that you love FET. It is the one, but it's not the next one. Movits, welcome, bro. Thoughts on Trump, sir? Trump? Okay. Yes, sure. We're gonna take a look, but I don't like to, again, on the channel, I don't like to put untrusted coins, guys. I just seek after healthy coins for you. KG, can you see what Pepe do? Yes, sure. So let's add. Let's start with the request. We have Caspa, okay, and then okay, and then Pepe. Then Pepe was next, and then Trump, and then good evening, Movitz Khan. I have some FET. Yes, hold on then. What can I say? It's the best thing that you can do right now. All right. So can you Dogecoin, please? Sure, we can. Oh man, I will close this. So Dogecoin. Here we go. All right. So yeah, we were talking. The next one is render. Is render. Why render? Because render also on the daily is very, very bullish. Again, as for spot trader, you're still very close to the box of opportunity, guys. You are still very, if you think that it is too late, it is not. Okay? It's why? Because definitely the minimum target, guys, of this chart, the minimum scenario we're talking about it, is taking the all-time high here at $15. So just think about it, from the $4 to $15. Okay, very simple. Should I ask for JASMY? No, I shouldn't. Well, you asked for it already today on Discord. So, you know, yeah, but we can see it. We can see it, of course, man. Of course. You're MT, man. You're my bro. So, MT is our moderator on YouTube and also one of the best members on the Discord as well. So we have a wave 5 toward the upside, taking the all-time high. Yeah. So this is the minimum target, $14. Okay. Why minimum target, guys? Because the smallest bullish scenario that you have, the smallest one, is a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You want to seek after a wave 5 taking the all-time high. This is the smallest. What if it transform, or this transform to a 1, 2? Why? Because you have double 1, 2 already, and you will be in a formation of a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so imagine. Very, very high potential for render as well. What else we have as bullish as well? You have as well 3 waves up, 3 waves down, wave C, definitely taking the all-time high, at least taking the all-time high again. So minimum target for render during this alt season, and again, just by looking at the scale of this wave 1 on the chart, you can see wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 taken already, will take the high. Most welcome, Samir. Most welcome, bro. Yeah, so very interesting. This is second in place as a trusted coin. And what do I mean as trusted coin, guys? Well, you don't want to buy a spot during an alt season that you buy it for the first day or first, second, third day, first or second day, then you see, oh wow, I made like 100% profit, and then after 1 week it just dropped down all of it, and you lose the alt season without having, of course, a good coin, right? You kill me, bro. Healthy coin. Yeah, what? I hope that it doesn't kill you, bro. This is the most important thing. But yeah, it's a healthy coin, all right? Healthy coin, it's healthy for you. It keeps your health even straight. So you don't get a heart attack when you wake up in the morning and you see that you lost everything in 1 second. We saw this in many coins, right? So yeah, so it's not a joke. All right, so render is in second in place, right? So I'm looking as well for another third one. Well, if you ask for Solana, yeah, unfortunately, it's not really strong enough, because of course we have an impulse toward the downside. What does it mean? It means that you might see a high wave, ABC, 3 waves toward the upside, and then continuation toward the downside again for a zigzag. Just because, of course, you have an impulse. Because the impulse says already the direction is toward the downside. Abudi, welcome. FET. Yes, we're going to see FET as well. All right, so because you have an impulse toward the downside, meaning, of course, this is a zigzag, and or it might be a 1-2, but yeah, I doubt it. And for Solana in a bigger or in an overview, again for spots, always you want to look at, here we go. You did not reach yet the perfect fib level, which is the minimum requirement 0.38. You still need an A, B, and a C, and this wave B is currently unfolding for this scenario. Yep, this is Solana. I don't see it really strong, so from my point of view, no financial advice, but yeah, I mean, spare your money for something else. No financial advice again. The second one, the third one in place. So we render. Let me think. What is it? How? Oh, BGB. BGB. Here we go. Why BGB? This one is the most interesting. This one, I mean, it can be even first place, but well, based on the trust scale, I put it in the third because I trust Sui and Render much more. Still, I mean, BGB at the end, it's an exchange, yeah. So it's also nice. Why BGB? Again, in the bigger overview, right? We are in A, B, and a C in case you are bearish. Imagine if you are bearish in an A, B, and a C, you're still looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Blue box at $30. Currently, you are at $4. Huh? Interesting, right? This is a bearish, by the way. This is a bearish scenario where you have potentially a zigzag here. Impulse, correction, impulse. If you are in a triple 1-2s, if you want to count all these 1-2s because you have impulse, impulse, impulse again, and triple 1-2s, right? And you start with your wave 3. Your wave 3 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 5 is minimum target, blue zone, between $18 and $30. A second scenario, again, if you are a ABC here as 3 waves. I mean, I study all the scenarios here. 3 waves rather than an impulse, wave A. 3 waves. Wave B, sideways. You're looking for a wave C. Your wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Incredible, right? 1, 2, final scenario, just like 1, 2, and then a huge wave 3. This a huge wave 3 is 1, 2, 3. Let's say this is your wave 3 because it's longer than wave 1. But your wave 5 after a wave 4 sideways, perfect for a wave 4. Your wave 5 is unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Same scenario repeating again. Right? Beautiful chart, to be honest. Beautiful spot one. Yeah. And maybe you can tell us your opinion when FETCH.AI will reach the $9. Yes, sure. We're gonna come to this one. Sure. I mean, you already passed it, I think. But yeah, it's coming. So BGB, right, is one of the best. Yeah. FET comes next. Yeah, is a nice one. It has a lot of influence, and yeah, but the character, you have to understand also the character of FET is a little bit slow motion, okay? This is the problem with FET. But it has a potential, of course, of $9. So we're gonna see, you have minimum scenario in the daily for FET. You have 5 waves leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Targets, blue zone, 4.77, $9.5. In confluence, you have another scenario A, B, C, finishing wave A here. You finish the wave B. You're looking for a wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a wave C, you're looking as well in confluence for $9 again. And because both they are in confluence, it gives much higher probability that this $9 is gonna be hit in the middle of its heart, right? So psychologically, it is a perfect scenario. Yeah, I know everyone says $3, $4, but you will expect what it happened will be unexpected. It will be unexpected. All right. So yeah. So this is a $9 scenario for Apudi. POPCAT. POPCAT. Yeah, interesting. Let's also we can take a look at POPCAT. But yeah, FET in fourth place, right? Tau comes next. Maybe injective before it, but I will check. Tau. Tau in a daily again. If you are thinking, yes, it's a very, very nice one, right? But my problem with Tau with this chart is I'm afraid of the 886. Yeah. So, you know, I try always to tackle the weak points on the chart. As you saw in Solana, I told you, okay, I see an impulse wave A, this is a weakness point, right? In Tau, there is a weakness point, which is the 886. Reaching the 886 without taking the low here as an impulse 1-2 might unfold only an ending diagonal. And this might make, of course, this move toward the upside a little bit weaker. So yeah, not. I mean, it's at the end, it's gonna hit the 900. Yeah, we are at 400 right now. It's a double. But if you compare what we saw here with those, well, you can do the math, right? So Tau, I don't see it right now as a fifth place. I see injective. I think injective might have much more potential, but yeah. The problem with injective also, there is some weakness, of course. It doesn't mean that it cannot be impulsive, of course. It can be, but you have, of course, the same scenario. So minimum target is taking the all-time high. Minimum target. We're talking about $50, right? From $10 to $54, this is 5 times, right? And the problem that I see is that the scale of the impulse. And I think you understand what I mean with the scale, because I told you the scale on SUI, for example, is huge, right? If you take a look, let's take a look at the daily and compare it. If you take a look at the scale of this wave 1, right, and we open SUI, for example, and we take a look at the scale of this wave 1, huge scale, right? So if we measure it, so this is 132%, while injective, how much percent it is? 70, right? 70%. Here we go. And from there, I mean, it's a very simple strategy that you can calculate how much impulsive it can be later. I mean, approximately. Yeah, so basically this can be, of course, an impulse toward the upside. But I don't see it, of course, stronger than SUI, for example, but stronger than Tau, right? Stronger than Tau, potentially. It might make a revenue almost 5 times than Tau, right? So here we go. Those guys are the most best, or I would say the trusted coins and the healthier coin that you can hold it as a spot potentially. And of course that it might make, of course, nice performance as well. Yeah, so yep. So this is what the live stream is about, guys, and this is what the channel is about, to, of course, guide you a little bit how to enter each alt season, right? Currently, Most of them are at the wave 1. Very simple, very very, how to say, easy to figure it out when to enter. Currently you are in a wave 1 for all of them, like SUI, FET, injective, tau, all of them, unless tau is in a wave 3 ending diagonal potentially, but this one also is in a wave 1. And render is also in a wave 1. You would like to see the wave 2, and here where you want to buy your spots. No financial advice, of course, guys. This is just educative as well, and of course to just make the things much more clear. What we have, Trump's Corp. What's wrong with Trump? Let's see, Trump. Is if it's not performing good? What is beautiful about Trump coin? I mean, I don't know, guys. Why you see it a nice coin? Why you're following this? Just because of Trump? Because it is trendy and that. I mean, okay, it's moving up, but I mean, every time it does this, and then it moves down. So every time it does this and it moves down, further down, every time. Now it's doing this again, and it moved down. Okay, if it's gonna move up, all right, it's fine. But I still don't see it a good coin, guys. It's untrusted one. It's very volatile. It has a lot of politics. If you are, of course, bullish on it, you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished wave 1, wave 2. You would like to see, of course, higher prices. Very simple. A, B, and a C. Very obvious, but it has a lot of possibility that it will simply move down again. So be careful, guys. Untrusted. Okay, so that was for Trump anyway. Yeah, so this is what I want to tell you guys. Back to the spots, and to finish it, yeah, some things I wanted to talk about it, of course. That SUI, we were trading SUI also on our copy trades, and we started, of course, with the whole impulse almost. You can, guys, for the copy trades, someone on the Discord mentioned if I can do video for it, how to enter copy trade and so on. I mean, it doesn't worth really to do a video. It's very easy. You can go simply to any platform that we have currently. Of course, I'm opening for BITUNIX. You can simply go to copy trading in BITUNIX. You can find just type copy trading, of course, and type KG trading. You will find, of course, the portfolio, and you say just simply copy. Everything what happens is that you simply, of course, say copy, and everything just happens automatically. So when I enter a trade, your portfolio enters the same, with the same amount, the same percentage, the same strategy, same stop loss, same take profit. Everything happens is, of course, and at the same time, you are in control. And that means, of course, if you want to get out, you simply get out. If you want to stop loss, then you stop loss. If you want to take profit, then you take profit. Simple as it is. Yes, so this is about copy trading, and it's very simple. You go to copy trading, and you say, yeah, like you find, of course, here you say KG trading, and you just simply find it, and of course you say copy, and that's it. And of course, even if you're seeing, I mean, this is a new, it has been just 7 days, guys. Even if you are seeing green, I mean, all the PNL are green for most of the trading platform, MEXC also, and also Bybit. But guys, despite the green that you are seeing, I never guarantee profits. Okay, I just have to say it. But basically, yes. So we are in a good positions. So this is how you get, of course, in a copy trade. Very simple, guys. Nothing interesting. All right, so yeah, so let's move with some special requests, right? Let's see, what do we have? We have wall. All right, wall. Okay, USD. Okay. Do you have an idea which one is the all-time history? Let's see, crypto.com. I think we did this before, but I'm not sure which one was. But I think this one is all-time history. All right, so yeah, okay. Obviously, you find psychology here after this consolidation, and you started an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consolidation again, meaning wave C. Very simple, A, B, and a C. Okay, and potentially this whole all of it, because you have a triangle here, obviously this might be your wave W, X, and a Y. Okay, very ugly chart. Yeah, so this is the thing. All right, trade safe with it. Triangle A, B, C, D, E, and then you're moving towards the upside already. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your target, of course, is 1 to 1 fib level. Okay, which is $1 potentially. Okay. Wall on MEXC. Okay, thanks Tech Info. I think we did this before. No, we did. Okay, the same scenario. So W, X, and a Y, obviously, and not a nice chart again. Okay. All right. So next is, okay, let's put also some timing here, just to make it nice for. So 56 at 55, I would say 55, we started with the wall. Before this, we made an intro, right? And then we started around 10 minutes about Altseason, right? Altseason, and also what to buy, right? Altseason and best spot coins, right? Okay, so did someone ask for MEXC, like the MX? I think MEXC USDT. This one. Let's go to MEXC. By the way, here we go. They have the all-time history, definitely. All right, MEXC coin. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 intersection. Okay, but anyway, you got an impulse with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A, B, and a C. Okay, you are currently in a correction, actually. A, B, and a C. It's not necessarily to take the low, of course, but or yeah, this can be an impulse, actually. It can be here A, B, C finished, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4 and a 5. Actually, the 1 is lower here over there. Okay, let me just remove this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you are in A, B, C then. Again, A, B, and a C. Finished. Yeah. Finished potentially. You're looking for higher. Let me check. What do we have? Do we have impulse? No. Is this a low? Well, this is a low. Okay. Maybe now you have finished. Let me check then fib levels. 1 second. All right. Yeah, you did not reach the 1-to-1 fib level, but potentially it looks like a little bit unfinished yet. Yeah, so based on the fib levels, but you see an impulse here. Unless you are in an ending diagonal, but how ending diagonal? You should have an ABC. Yeah. So this is your A, B, and a C. So be careful. You might come back to the 1-to-1 fib level. Very simple. Okay. Be careful with it. Let's see confluence, by the way. If you are in a big 1-2 here, because this is an impulse, well, yeah, with a 0.618, it can be in confluence. Okay, with a 1-to-1 fib level for a big 1-2. That means you are in double 1-2, 1-2 and 1-2. Let's put this and keep it there. So for the next time, if someone asks for it, I mean, it's a nice coin because it has started with an impulse, right? So basically, you are in a main wave 1, right? You have a wave 2. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. And that means right now you have formed the wave 1. You are close to finish a wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And okay, brackets are white. Here we go. Or no, let's put it in brackets blue. Okay, here we go. All right. So potentially this is what you would like to see, guys. Yeah, this is an ABC. Now when, well, I believe it can be very close. Why? Because you can call it, of course, by the way, here we go, zigzag. Aha. All right. Here we go. This is your target, okay? Potentially, you can have a finished zigzag at 0.618, guys. It can, yeah, so you need to watch an impulse. What you would like to see as a confirmation, let me move inside it. It's laggy, all right? What you would like to see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Okay, guys? This is what you would like to see. To make confirmation, of course, that you are in an impulse. 1, 2, and then continuation for higher. Okay. Okay. All right, that was for MEXC. That started already at, I think, 59. All right, let's do HBAR at 1 hour 02. All right, for HBAR, let's see the poll, by the way. Is Altseason in? 57% says yes, 43% says no. Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. Now it's 55 for yes, 45% for no. Okay. 31 votes. All right. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right, so we are in HBAR. Let's see HBAR if it has moved up. All right, yeah, we see a signal finally. But how this has ended, then okay, here we go. The Y, it has ended WX and a Y. 3 wave for wave Y, 3 waves for a wave X, 3 waves for a wave Y, W and a Y, okay, WX and a Y. Now, what we are looking at here is also a little bit weird because, yeah, it's not diagonal anymore. You see, it was broken. I was thinking about this before, and it didn't happen, right? Why? Because you broke the trend, and now the trend is expanding, and that means double 1-2s. All right, double 1-2s. So yes, we were right that we were looking for a wave 1 here. So I'm gonna delete everything and start again. Wave C, we don't have a wave C. We have WX and Y finally. We have, let's start with a smaller scale. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your gray, micro. Then you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your second degree in yellow. All right, here we go. targets, you can get a target already since you have finished a 1-2 for H bar. You're looking for an impulse toward the upside, wave 3, 4, 5. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it might be very impulsive. Wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish, of course, wave 3 here, finishing wave 4, finishing wave 5. What does this would mean? Yes, okay, in a bigger view, this means that you are looking, let me check the daily. Okay, nice. You're looking at a 1-2 finished. You're starting here an impulse toward the upside, meaning this can transform to this new 1-2 3-4 5 continuation for higher. Okay, this here might mean your wave 3. Okay, let's put this in round and blue. Here we go. This is your main scenario here, guys. All right. So you are looking at, let's take a bigger view on the daily. Here we go. And 1 second, let's put this in. Here we go. WX and a Y, no need for this. All right. You're looking for wave 3, which it might hit, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, because of it is H bar, if you take a look at the characteristic of this chart, what I laid down here as 1-2s in the micros, very interesting, guys. What I put it here as 1-2, 1-2 is fine for 1-2s, but your wave 3, because H bar, okay, it's characteristic. It's always important as well to understand the characteristic of a chart, and that means, for example, H bar characteristic is a wave 3. 2.618. He loves it. It's his characteristic. Wave 5, wave 4. Oh, come on. 4 and a 5. All right? So 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Because it's H bar. If you take a look at his character in the past history, up very fast, up very fast, very, very, very fast. Okay, and therefore I'm expecting minimum 2.618 in this move toward the upside. Minimum. You might get a wave 3, and then you get a wave again, wave 3 again for the yellow here, even higher, just because it is H bar. This is a characteristic of this coin. Okay, Ricky, welcome, man. Nice to see you here. AAVE. Let's put AAVE. All right, let's see Caspa. 1 hour 07. Okay. Caspa is Caspa. All right. For Caspa, in a bigger view, of course, it's a nice chart. At the end, it looks like impulsive, right? But unfortunately, it did not reach the 1-to-1 fib level. It looks impulsive, but it did not. Actually, it is a 3 waves ABC. Both are impulses, but it's a zigzag, okay? Currently, you're looking, of course, for this trend toward the downside. Potentially, you can be on the linear, by the way. If you take a look at the linear, you have hit even the 0.618. And that means you can already move toward the upside impulsively. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, but the wave 3 is not really long. Yeah, so it's very short. You would like to see, of course, higher prices here, moving for higher. Yeah, basically I call it ABC because it's almost the same. And the wave 2, by the way, is triangle sideways here. It doesn't work, so be careful. And I believe this is working a little bit correctively, but same as Bitcoin. WX and a Y in a zigzag again. but we might not get the high. We might move down again. Be careful. Hi KG, grateful for your time. You're very welcome, man. I know how you feel about ICP. I do, however, it does seem as it is just a lagger and microwave B has bottom. Perhaps one day you can just check, see one day. Yes, sure, bro. We can take a look at it. No worries. But yeah, I don't. It's just I don't have a problem with it. It's just that it's not healthy, guys, for trading. Okay. All right. So that was for Caspa. I'm still looking for higher again. Yeah. So because I see correction here and I don't see impulse. I see correction in sideways, meaning X, and you might have ABC towards the upside. Okay. All right. Next, we have Pepe, 1 hour 10 minutes. Okay, let's see Pepe. All right. Okay, with Pepe, well, basically you ended a 5 waves leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? So you finished a wave 1. You are currently in a big corrective wave towards the downside. You are in an A, B, and a C. Yeah, meaning it is risky for an alt season, right? It is risky. However, if we take a look on the micro level right now, we can see kind of like formation of something impulsive, right? If we dive a little bit deeper, okay, here you see the problem. Also a problem. All right. As you can see, you have 3 waves here, correction sideways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning ABC. Correction, fine. Here, where you see potential impulse, right, where you might be mistaken that this is an impulse, you have several ways to read this. You can start with the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Oh, leading diagonal, wave 1, awesome. A, B, C, wave 2, right? And then you get a wave 3, which is perfect impulse, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave 3. And then ABC correction, hitting the 1-to-1 fib level, yeah, intersection, which is not nice to see, right? Now, what you got next is that you take the all-time high. Does it mean that we are impulsive? No, it doesn't mean so. It can be that you have an A, 3 waves up, 3 waves down for B. You're looking for a wave C toward the upside. Why? Because it is alt season. In alt season, you still want to see most of the coins moving toward the upside, but there is a difference between moving correctively toward the upside and then moving down after the alt season, or moving impulsively toward the upside, taking new all-time highs. Okay. Nobody knows. Of course, this can transfer to something, I don't know, impulsive. You can read it in the second way, by the way, as 1, 2. Yeah, this is a bullish scenario. That you have a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and then moving for a wave 3. Now, how do you read this one as 3 waves? Problematic a little bit, right? So because you didn't took the low, means this structure belongs to this one. Much higher potential that you have ABC, wave B again, and then wave C toward the upside. Yeah. Potentially this is what is in Pepe. But anyway, it is bullish in both case scenario. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying as well. But you know, my thinking right now is focused on the alt season and also for the spots holder. So that is why. But if you are future traders, this is a great opportunity. Yeah, it's a great opportunity as well. Yep. So FET at 1 hour 14. 1 hour 14. So FET, we already spoke about it right now. So, but yeah, we're gonna do a micro level. So we explained the macro level today. So let's see what do we have here. So on FET, you have a 1, 2, 3. You're looking at wave 4, blue box, perfectly hit. Nothing is special. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm looking, of course, for an impulse basically toward the upside. We can remove the ABC potentially or not yet. Not yet. Yeah. Yes, this is what I was saying at FET. It is a little bit a slow motion guy. But still can, I mean, it has a potential, but it's his character is a little bit slow. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is what I'm expecting. Okay. Targets for a wave 5 for FET can be given precisely. We have, of course, this blue box to be hit. $1.2, $1. How much psychological is that? Yeah, so it can be very possible. But we would like to see the all-time high taken finally. Hi KG, Danny, welcome. Could we please check also Tau? We just did it actually. I mean, we saw it on the macro. We're gonna see it also on the micro. Yes, sure, bro. Let's add Tau. It's not so far. All right, so let's see Dogecoin. That was for FET. Dogecoin. All right. So Dogecoin. Doge. Okay. All right. Dogecoin. Yeah, looking good. Just directly see it. Yeah. So true. We have potentially bottomed here. Okay. So we're gonna see what was the bottom. I think. Okay. All the count should move here. Wave C potential, wave A, or a wave 1. Okay. Obviously, we have finished an impulse because we have wave A or leading diagonal. Sorry, here we go. You have here potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or was this a new leg? It gave a better confirmation that we finished a correction. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna remove everything is easier. That's me. Yeah, I mean, this is a scenario ABC, by the way. This is the one which unfold. The orange. Here we go. It's already there as well. So, 3 ways down, 3 ways up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal. All right. So that means you have finished here an ending diagonal for wave C. You are looking for higher. If we move inside it on the micro level, we can see that we have a leading diagonal again. Here we go. Potential wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Double 1-2s for Dogecoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right, let's remove all the paths. Basically, this was reading perfectly. There is no 1, 2 here. There's only ABC. There is no wave 1, 2. There is only wave A potentially, yes. What does it mean? It can be, of course, after 3 waves down as well. 3 waves up, continuation toward the downside, bearish scenario. Bullish scenario, you simply take the high. But yeah, what happens if we take the high? I'm afraid of this triangle also. After an A, B, and a C, do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? But yeah, the wave 5 didn't took the high. Oh, is it okay? Yeah, so you have to be careful. Okay, now I understand what's going on, but okay, so basically I'm gonna just put it a fresh chart just like this, okay, just so you can see it clearly. So what do we have on Dogecoin is a potential. If we have a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished here, you finish therefore a wave A. A, you're looking for a wave B and a C, right? If your wave B is finished here, you would like to see a wave C impulsive toward the upside. The problem here with Dogecoin is you have an expanding diagonal, right? Unless, this is a trick, unless, which is very, very low possibility, by the way, expanding diagonal, you have double 1, 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Brackets, here we go. 2 double 1, 2s. Now, confirmation of this scenario, very easy. You want to break this triangle, potential triangle. Why? Because it can be A, it can be a wave B in 3 ways, and it can be a wave C. Yeah, so meaning if you see the weakness moving toward the downside, you are moving to a wave C in a triangle, despite the impulses that you are looking at. Why? Because if you move directly toward the upside, the only scenario is you have double 1, 2s. And that means, of course, it might be very impulsive, of course. We're talking about very huge impulse. Again, the scale of the wave 1 already says, here we go. You're talking about $2.5 for Dogecoin. We never spoke about this before. Right? So interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this as ultimate bullish scenario. Ultimate bullish scenario. Would the Altseason bring it? Nobody knows. In bearish, of course, again, you would like to see higher Altseason, remember, but you might move again as a zigzag for a wave C in a triangle. Why? Because this, don't forget that you have A, B, and a C. The wave B is a triangle. The wave C might unfold later, right? A, B, and a C. Yep. Oh wow, the poll question is right now 46% for the Altseason say yes, and 54% say no. All right, so the things has changed. All right. Okay, so that was for Dogecoin. JASMY at 1 hour 22. Okay, so for JASMY, hi KG, could we please check also Tao? Yes, I already read this one. Okay, for JASMY, I think MT asked for it, of course. Yeah, in a bigger view for JASMY, let's go to the daily one. Here we go. Yeah, it's not a nice chart, to be honest. Again, because I don't see really nice chart starting with downtrend directly 3 ways down, and you're looking at a potential, again, A, B, and a C finished here. And yeah, you have to be careful from A, B, and a C even in JASMY. Yeah, guys, so be careful with it. But now you're looking, of course, for some bullish signals, of course, that where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potentially finished. Let me check. Not yet. You still have one more leg for wave 5. And that means, of course, you are in a wave 1, 2 here formation for JASMY, right, on the 1 hour chart. Here we go. There it is. Okay, 1, 2, as expected. Well, not really. And be careful, if we did not reach this, of course, that means we did not reach the 0.38 minimum target. And now I understand why MT was not happy about it. Because, yeah, it's very tricky. Finishing in WXNOY is very tricky. Okay, this is idea. Like when you expect one more wave to finish, and then yeah, it start to move towards the upside. However, is this impulsive? No. I see a corrective wave toward the upside as a zigzag. Okay, because you hit only the 0.23. Now, of course, on the linear chart, you can see that you hit the 0.38. So also, it is very possible. So be careful. It depends on the 1-to-1 fib level. Will you break this level at the 1-to-1 fib level? If you do, therefore, of course, you move and shift for the wave 3 for the 1.618. Yeah, very simple. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You would like to see, of course, here the 1-to-1 fib level. If you break it, therefore, you are in a wave 3. Very simple. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at POPCAT as well. POPCAT, I think it was a little bit impulsive lately as well. So let's see. So POPCAT. Oh, okay. On the daily, yes. Okay, cool. It's still expanding the wave C. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finishing wave 5 for a wave C. Why wave C? Because you have a triangle again. Be careful. Yeah, you did not reach the 0.38, and you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Finished impulse at 1-to-1 fib level, and that means again Bitcoin scenario W, X, and Y. Here we go. This is what's going on potentially. Yeah, this wave C is finished, by the way, here. Let's put it, by the way, smaller. Downgrade it. Finished at 1-to-1 fib level. This is correction for a wave X sideways, and you're looking for a wave Y again. Meaning, this zigzag, double zigzag, might repeat itself here. Okay. So, yeah, this is what I am looking for, POPCAT. And why I'm not surprised, because on the daily, if you remember, wave C or a wave Y. Your wave Y should finish in 3 waves. Here we go. W, X, and a Y. 3 waves up. A, B, and a C. W, X, and Y again for 3 waves. And then 3 waves up for a wave Y. It cannot be double 1, 2. Again, same situation as Bitcoin. Same situation as Bitcoin. We did not hit wave 2 fib level. We are corrective sideways, which is not allowed for a wave 2. Meaning the start of it as a 1, 2, it doesn't work. Meaning it doesn't work with any other way. Right? The same repeating. Right? If you take this, you will see Bitcoin again. The same. Yeah. All right. So, Gael, welcome to the live stream. Near, yeah, with pleasure. Here we go. 1 hour 28. Okay, and then we finish there, guys, with near. So yeah, AAVE. Okay. What do we have for near? So on a bigger view, always first. Okay, we have an impulse for near, very nice sideways. I like near. It's really nice chart because of course it starts in an impulse. So it's a nice one. And yeah, you are potentially sideways corrective for a wave B and a wave C towards the upside. Right? So this is what are the possibilities here for near. And of course, this triangle is A, B, C, D, and E potentially. Now, as that is, of course, different scenario that you have finished W, X, and a Y here. But the problem is Why do I have a lot of stuff here? And let me just clean up. Here we go. The problem is that you have three ways toward the upside, and then you got invalidation exactly here, unless you are in double 1-2s. That would be a nice one. But if you are in a 1-2 again, you will see that, okay, let's keep it here. You will see that the 0.38 was not reached. Now, of course, on the linear chart, it's overreached again, yeah. But on the logarithmic chart, you can see that you are in a formation of a 1-2 again. Oh my God, is that true on the linear? Okay, yeah. Oh man, I don't know how you can trade on linear. All right, I don't know. I'm used for logarithmic. I see it much clearer and nicer. All right. So basically, double 1-2s for bullish, and that means, of course, you are in a zigzag, A, B, and a C. Yeah, as a zigzag. Okay. So 1-2, 1-2 can be possible. Well, yeah, it's not really nice impulse, therefore corrective. And when you are corrective here, possibility is still that you are looking to take the low. This is a problem, yeah. But if you are impulsive for this altcoin, potentially, what it might happen and turns into it is a 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 taking the all-time high, meaning in a bigger view again, big view, this is what you would get. A, B, and a C. You might get one more high for wave B as an expanding flat, and then sinking down, of course, for a 1-to-1 fib level finally. Okay? So this is the idea. All right. So yeah, that was for near. Let's move to the micros a little bit for near to see if there are some signs of impulse. Okay, 1-2 or potential wave A, B. Okay. It has been a long time for near. Okay, you're looking for a wave 5, yes. So basically, I would say you are impulsive. I'm gonna remove this gray one. 3, 4, and a 5. Blue zone. Oh, we did not reach yet the 1.618. Now we just got the wave 3. So this belongs to your wave 3. Okay, interesting. Let me remove this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3. Here we go. And this might be your wave C, therefore. Okay, so next possibility. Here you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 even is not finished yet. Near is currently on the micro is very bullish. Okay, to explain this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is the very micro one, which it might finish again a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so basically you're having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, again 4 and a 5 to finish wave 3, and then big wave 4 and a 5. Okay, so very bullish. 1.618 is minimum target for near. Okay, interesting. Okay, guys. I wish that I can do much more, but I'm gonna finish, of course, these ones. Did near already directly, or that was AAVE? Why I was saying near the whole time? That was AAVE. Sorry, guys. You see, I start to get tired. So ICP, ICP. Here we go. So sorry, Mohammed, sorry, Ron. For the next time, I will do it for sure, guys. For AI and Rune. All right. ICP, yeah, horrible. Okay, we might see, of course, some pump right now without taking the low. Are we impulsive? No, this is a problem. Unless 1-2 took the low, no. Unfortunately, man. You have ABC, ABC, and then you're looking simply for a wave C, which it is impulsive again. Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot give unless, okay, low possibility that you have a leading diagonal here. Wave 1, A, B, and a C wave 2, which is a huge in time. However, ICP can do it. I don't know, maybe 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So yes, that is a possibility to move for higher in an impulse, but be careful. Higher possibility comes for the 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. Meaning in both case scenario, you're looking for higher anyway. Yeah. So, but in a bigger view, you are corrected from here. Meaning how high it's gonna get, it will come back to visit us in the low. All right, so all right, 1 hour 32, I think, and tau, and we're gonna finish as well near tau. Let's go to the micro level for tau. Okay, so for tau, yeah, we have a triangle in 1, 2, 3, 4. The wave 4 is a triangle. Today we see, of course, the wave 5 unfolding very nicely and firmly. Very nice. Okay, but you hit only 1.27 again. Yeah, don't forget. And this is a weakness for tau, and that's why it is at the last place. Yeah, and I mean that is even much better coins than tau. But I mean, you love tau, guys. So here we go. I'm gonna place it in a rank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 can reach potentially, yeah, the 525. Okay, invalidation of triangle taken. Okay, let's clean up. All right. Let's keep the 1.27. Okay. This is interesting as well to think about it, if this might happen. No, it's not possible. It's finished 5 ways here. 1.27 correction as triangle, very characteristic. Wave 4, moving 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Therefore, blue box. You might get an extended wave 5. This is what I would like to mention. Maybe tau can change its character there. If we see very high potential, by the way, to get an extended wave 5. Why? First, wave 3 is very shallow. Second, you got a triangle after it, meaning a very long correction, deep correction, which it might make an explosion. Extended wave 5. Tech info, thanks KG a lot. Really admire and appreciate your work. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate your kind words and your support always, guys. Thank you for the motivation. You are the only one that it makes me, of course, move on with the channel. Because yes, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. I'm giving almost my whole time for the channel right now. It was not my main thing, by the way. It was not planned. Dima, KG, see a coin. Very sorry, bro. I also refuse someone else or reject someone else today, and I cannot take any more. I'm sorry, bro. It's because we had a lot of long talk about the Altseason also and what coins it can be better, and of course about copy trading. Of course, if you would like to follow guys on BITUNIX, you can find the description below and the referral link. You can get also some deposit for 20% deposit over your portfolio, what you deposit. Of course, only if you use the referral link. Yeah. So, and if you are finding difficulties, guys, with trading, so the copy trades can be helpful for you. Of course, not guaranteed, but it might be helpful for you. Basically, right now for 1 month, I'm putting the BITUNIX copy trades in public, but normally it is only for Discord members, the copy trades. All right, so basically for a wave 5, I'm looking for an extended wave for Tau here. Okay, 1 hour 40. I think Tau was even before 25. All right, let's see. Finally, near USD. Okay, let's see near 1, 2, 3. Oh. That's bad. Okay. All right. So very simple. You can see it clearly, right? Invalidation of bullish. You interfered with the zone 1. Now we see even explosion. We cannot see what is that. Donald, man, where are you? What's up? How you doing, man? Nice to see you again. Yeah, so basically we have reached the invalidation and we see this explosion. So I don't know what to say. It's very embarrassing. All right, so very interesting, by the way. What does it mean that we have interfered? Now, based on Elliott wave rules, guys, of course, it's not allowed to interfere. But the problem is we barely interfered. Yeah. So I don't know if I have to take it into consideration based on the reaction of the price action, or I should consider it as A, B, and you're looking for a wave C. Yeah. So I'm not sure, guys, but both are bullish anyway, right? So, and here we go. Very nice impulse toward the upside for near. Incredible. It doesn't take any breath. Take it easy. Whoa. All right. So, let me make a clear price prediction then. Okay. If we are still in a wave 4 and we're looking for this wave 5, yes, keep it there. Oh, okay. We hit the 1.618, and that means, of course, yeah, it might be an extended wave 5, but not high possibility. But based on this is incredible. You know, what a move for near. What's going on? All right, so yeah, it might be an extended wave 5 based on the scale of the wave 1. It can be an extended wave 5. Very simple. Okay. Or it can be simply a big wave C, because as a wave C, as I remember, okay, I'm just simply gonna transfer this count here. So you have A, you have the B, and you have the C. All right. Meaning you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now that might explain the scale of the wave 1 in a zigzag or in a flat. If we are looking for a wave C, meaning, okay, this is your target. So basically it can be that, yes. $3.3. If you are looking at a wave 5, let's see the confluence, by the way. Sorry. 1, 5. Wave 5 over 1. Ta-da! Right? Very nice confluence. And I believe, okay, let's just put the blue zone here, starting from there. Okay. You have 1-to-1 fib level as in a wave 5 as well, in confluence with 1-to-1 fib level for an AB and a C. And this 1-to-1 fib level is different than this one. Don't think they are taken from the same place. Never. But it is confluence. Because this one is taken from A, B to the C, give you 1-to-1 fib level. Whether this one is taken from here to here, shifting to the wave 3 to give you the same length, of course, of this one here. As 1-to-1 fib level taken from the 3. Cool, guys. So yeah, basically this is what NIR is looking after. I think this is the alt season for NIR. Yeah, it can be bullish and it can be also corrective. Nobody knows. In a bigger view, let me check what it might affect the bigger view. Okay. All right, in bigger view, well, I'm not trusting this as a wave 1. I see it much more like a zigzag. So be careful because you're already in zigzag, 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 again zigzag, and one more zigzag. And that's why you might see, of course, a correction. Okay. And that means A, B, C, D, and a E. All right. Wave E finishing toward the upside, meaning reversal of the market might be toward the downside after it. Be careful. In case we are in a wave 1-2 here, 1-2, because we hit perfectly the fib level, but yeah, also in confluence with the triangle. You would like to see, of course, simply the all-time high taken, and of course, invalidation, here we go, of triangle, okay? You want to see this invalidation taken, which is $9. All right, guys. Yeah, that was it for today. I hope that it is really nice stream and to chat with you a little bit and to talk about the alt season and what it might be interesting, of course, to buy for the spots. For the future, of course, it's a daily analysis always that we have because every day the price action shows something new. Yeah, so these are basically the news for the altcoins, and for the poll, 51% thinks that it's yes, alt season, and 49% think that it is not. How much percentage would add my opinion to it? Write me in the chat. How much percentage can it add? Over a 51%. You're very welcome, everyone. Gael, also Danny, MT, Donald, Dima, all of you guys, Tech Info. Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. And yes, for my side, I think we are in an alt season, and we might see, of course, the altcoins outperforming Bitcoin. And it doesn't mean that Bitcoin cannot get a new all-time high. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.